Hello everyone, I'm Cherry. Men's sexual ability will decline with age. As a result, many men are not happy. They are physically fine and have no diseases, but their sexual ability has deteriorated. Why do men lose their ability to do things as they get older? Do men have fewer orgasms as they get older? Not really, regardless of age. The ability to enjoy orgasms remains unchanged. With age, men's sex hormone levels will gradually decline, especially testosterone secretion. Testosterone is an important hormone for maintaining male sexual function. Its reduction can lead to problems such as loss of libido and erectile dysfunction. In addition, the body's blood circulation will also deteriorate, affecting the blood supply to the penis and further weakening sexual ability. The older you are, the greater the pressure and psychological burden of life. Work pressure, family responsibilities, financial problems, etc., can all lead to anxiety, depression, and other emotions, and these psychological problems will indirectly affect sexual function. Moreover, as you age, men may have doubts about their body image and sexual ability, and this lack of confidence will also be reflected in their sexual life. Long-term bad living habits will also accelerate the decline of sexual ability. For example, excessive drinking, smoking, lack of exercise, staying up late, etc., will have a negative impact on body functions and thus affect sexual function. An imbalanced diet and lack of necessary nutrients will also weaken the overall quality of the body. The question is whether men enjoy it themselves. If you are always worried about ejaculating too early, it may be difficult to get satisfaction. With age and constant use, everything will gradually become slow and dull. But orgasm cannot stop happening because of aging, it just takes more time. A young person will run vigorously, but will also age slowly. As men and women age at the same time, the feeling of orgasm may not be as strong as before, but it does not mean that the satisfaction will decrease. Therefore, the worsening of sexual ability with age is not only caused by age itself, but also related to these reasons. Middle-aged men always have a lot of social events to attend. For the sake of experimentation and communication with people, it is unrealistic to completely avoid social events. Social events not only require drinking, but also eat some greasy food which can easily increase their blood lipids and make them prone to some chronic diseases, affecting their health and sexual ability. As they get older, men should pay attention to health preservation in terms of diet, eat light food, and it is not easy to have problems if they're healthy. And eating as much as you want is also easy to get fat. Obesity not only makes people look bad, but also makes people perform poorly in sex life. This should be noted. As they grow older, men face greater pressure in society. Not only are there bottlenecks in their careers, and it is difficult to get promoted, but they also have heavier family responsibilities with elderly people to support and children to raise. Under heavy pressure, there is no way to smoothly relieve it, which will suppress men's sexual desire and make men's performance in sex life worse and worse. As they age, various functions of the body will decline, and the same is true for sexual ability. Men's physical strength will decline, which will inevitably affect men's performance in sex life. Affected by age factors, men's sexual desire will also show a downward trend, and naturally they are unwilling to have sex frequently. This situation is inevitable, but through treatment and daily exercise and maintenance, one's sexual ability can be maintained at a younger level. When people reach middle age, they tend to do whatever they want. Many men have maintained bad living habits for a long time, which affects their health and sexual ability. For example, smoking and drinking not only affect sexual ability, but also affect fertility and are prone to many diseases. Some men do not develop the habit of regular exercise, which makes them fatter and fatter. Obesity can also inhibit the secretion of testosterone in men and reduce their sexual ability. Therefore, no matter what age group they are in, men should not give up the pursuit of health. They should do a good job of health preservation, change those bad living habits, and make themselves healthier and healthier so that their sexual ability can be maintained at a good level. 3 small suggestions to improve ability. I maintain a healthy lifestyle. 1. Balanced diet. Eat more foods rich in nutrients such as zinc and vitamin E, such as nuts, seafood, green leafy vegetables, etc. These nutrients have a positive effect on maintaining sexual function. 2. Moderate exercise. Regular aerobic exercise and strength training can enhance cardiopulmonary function, muscle strength, improve blood circulation, and have a positive effect on sexual function. Do at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise per week, such as brisk walking and swimming. 3. Quit smoking and limit alcohol consumption. Smoking can damage blood vessels and affect blood circulation. Excessive drinking can have adverse effects on the liver and nervous system, both of which can damage sexual function. Psychological adjustment. 1. Maintain a positive attitude. Accept the natural changes brought about by age, and don't be anxious or self-blaming. The decline of sexual function is a gradual process and does not mean a complete loss of sexual ability. To communicate with your partner, understanding and support between husband and wife are very important. Communicate honestly with your partner about your feelings and needs, and jointly find solutions to problems, which can relieve psychological pressure and enhance the relationship between husband and wife. Regular physical examinations. As you age, your physical functions gradually decline. Regular physical examinations can help to timely detect potential health problems, such as cardiovascular disease, diabetes, etc., which may affect sexual function. If problems are found, timely treatment and intervention can effectively delay the decline of sexual function. 4. Conditions or physical warnings. Erectile dysfunction. If you frequently have difficulty in getting an erection or cannot maintain an erection, this may be an early sign of cardiovascular disease. Because erection requires a good blood supply, vascular problems can lead to erectile dysfunction. At this time, you should seek medical attention in time and have your cardiovascular system checked. Decreased libido. Decreased libido may be related to decreased hormone levels, or it may be caused by psychological stress or chronic diseases. If the duration of decreased libido is long, it is recommended to consult a doctor to check hormone levels and rule out other potential diseases. Abnormal ejaculation, such as ejaculation fast to slow or weak ejaculation, may be a manifestation of prostate problems or nervous system diseases. Diseases such as prostatitis and prostate hyperplasia can affect sexual function, so you should seek medical attention and time for examination and treatment. Fatigue. If you often feel tired and weak during sex, it may be a sign of a decline in the overall body function. This may be related to lack of sleep, malnutrition, chronic diseases, etc. It is recommended to adjust your work and rest schedule, ensure adequate sleep, and have a comprehensive physical examination.